Okay, this is a quick how-to video on how to do Photoshop editing. So the first thing you want to do is just go to the search bar and you can just like literally write Photoshop and a little icon appears, a blue square with PS in it. That's Photoshop, that's the icon for Photoshop, so you click on it. And then you'll be given this. This is the workspace for Photoshop. And to begin, you need to go up to the top left hand corner, press File. Yeah, you press File, New. And then you want to change the preset, change it from clipboard to international paper, and it should say A4 for the size. And then in the title you want to say, depending on your option, let's say, just say for argument's sake, you're choosing to do a magazine. So you do mag cover, because then it's easier to find later. Okay, so make sure you give decent titles to your work and as specific as possible, otherwise you're going to get yourself into a muddle. So mag cover, international paper, size A4, perfect. And then so we're going to go OK. And there you have a blank piece of paper. All right. It's very important you only use photos that you have taken or under your someone else has taken under your direction. All right. But let's just say for argument's sake, I'm going to drag and drop. So you copy and paste. And you paste it. So edit, paste, and then it puts the image there at the center of your digital piece of paper. This is obviously a digital piece of paper, not real, but it gives you an indication of what it's going to look like when it comes out, say, of the printer. But actually, we submit coursework digitally now. We don't actually submit it in paper form, so it's even easier then. All right. So what we want to do is, obviously, that picture's far too small. We need to make it bigger. So we're going to press Control T. Control T allows us to transform it, to change the size. So we're going to make that fill the screen. And then once you've changed it to the size you want, you have to press Enter. And then therefore it leaves it like that. So now we've got technically our front page image to the magazine cover image. So now I'm going to go, we need to put writing on it, we need to put written text over the top of it. Now my recommendation to you is to use this website Dafont. Okay, so we go back to the internet, we go Dafont, D-A-F-O-N-T, and it's a really good website and it lets you choose different types of font, much more than Photoshop offers you. So we're going to go sans serif, just literally doesn't matter what, and then over by here you can see where it says preview, you can type text. So let's just call this magazine Film Mad, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so there's Film Mad. Okay, so let's just say there's all different options you can see of different types of font. Okay, I'm just going to take the first one because it doesn't really matter. So you can just print screen it and then literally go back to Photoshop and go edit again and then paste, and there we go, it's now come there on screen. Now obviously it's printed the entire screen and we only want a little bit of it. If you go to the bottom left hand corner, you've got a magnifying glass as on the icons. You can click that, and then if you go over here you can zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, and therefore it's easier to edit the lettering. And into the top left hand corner, so you've got essentially, you want to go for rectangular marquee tool, which is the dotted square in the top, dotted square icon in the top left hand corner. You click that and then you just draw a box around, a digital box around the wording that you want. Alright, now it's important that you go then up to the top and press the select option at the top of the screen, and then scroll down to inverse, click on that, and then press backspace or delete, and it gets rid of what you don't need. And then you press Control D to deselect, and then let's just say for argument's sake, okay, we need to zoom back out now because we've zoomed far in. Go to click on the magnifying glass again in the bottom left hand corner, go up to the top of the screen where it says Fit Screen, click on Fit Screen, and then we zoom back to where we were. Now obviously Film Mad looks far too small there now, and again we press Control T. Remember, Control T is something you're going to be doing an awful lot to transform it into a bigger size, so we can make it bigger. So we're going. This is the masthead, the title masthead of the magazine. So we're going to go like that, and then when you've got it to the right size, press Enter. And let's say, right, we're going to change the colour of the lettering. So you go to the left-hand side again, find the paint part, and then down below, right down on the bottom left-hand side, you've got the square box colours, square boxes with colours in it. Click on that, and then you can choose what colours you want. And if you've got a slider here on the right, you can slide it up and down depending on what colour you want. Just for argument's sake, I'm going to make it red. So you click on the red, press OK. And then literally, you just press. You've got a little cursor icon, and then you just click, 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 and it fills the letter into a different colour. Brilliant. Now, the next most important tool you'll be using on Photoshop is Magic Wand, which is again on the far left, and it's the fourth icon down, and it says Magic Wand tool. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to come over here. And where the top of the little sparkle is on the top, there's it's literally a magic wand with a sparkle on top of the magic wand. Wherever you put that sparkle, you click on it, and now you get the wavy lines again. And then I'm going to press delete to get rid of all that background white. And there we go. And then obviously I need to get rid of the white in the D, so I'm going to click on the white in the D, press backspace or delete, and then the A as well, backspace, delete. Then Control D to deselect. Now I have my film title, and I have my film title, film magazine title, and we've got the film magazine main image. Okay, and literally I wouldn't necessarily say keep using the font because it's not entirely necessary, although you've got a lot more fonts to use on there, all right, than anything else. And then what we need to be doing is adding the extra bits and pieces. So for instance, we need a barcode. So you go back to the internet again, go to Google, whatever like that, and literally type barcode, images, doesn't matter which one, so long as it looks okay. Go copy image, go back to Photoshop, edit, paste. Right, so there we got our barcode. Now, it always, when you paste it, it generally pastes it in the center of the screen. So you need to move it, and to move it you need to go to the top left-hand icon, which is the Move tool. And you click on that, and it lets you move it around the screen. So that is far too big. So what we want to do is, I'm going to put it in my bottom right hand corner just to keep it out of the way, and I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm going to press Control T again to transform it and turn it, and you can literally pick a corner, click on it, keep your finger on the mouse, and you basically make it the size you want, and you can let go. And then as soon as you think you're okay with that, whatever the size, you press enter and it drops it down on the piece of the digital paper for you. So now we've got a title, we've got a barcode, and we've got a main image. You need to put the price and the issue date. So I'm going to put that at the top. So you can go to the left hand corner, and then you've got the letter T icon. And then you literally, it's just like Word, you put it anywhere, you can click it anywhere. So I'm going to put it just under the film title, and you need to do what's called a strapline first as well though. So a strapline is basically like a tagline that sums up the magazine. Where I'm going to say like where film buffs find paradise. It's a bit clumsy, but that's just off the top of my head, alright? I would say that at the moment that text is far too big for a strapline. A strapline doesn't usually have, it's not as big as that. So we're going to go change that to about, say a 10. It's too small. 12, perfect. So 12, there's the strap line. So we now have a title at the top. Just underneath that we've got a strap line. We have the main image, and we have the barcode in the bottom right hand corner. The barcode doesn't have to be in the bottom right hand corner. It can be in different places on the front cover, but I would advise keeping it out of the way of the main image, because you want the main image is what people's eyes are drawn to, so therefore that's really what you should be focusing on, and you don't want to pollute and put too much, don't want to crowd the magazine cover. So there we go. So that's it. We have now, and we need to put a price and an issue number. My personal advice actually would be just to go back to where you put your strap line, and then you can just like press tab, 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 and I'm going to say this is like £4.99, and then tab, 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 tab again, and then just on the far right hand side of the screen, I'm going to put the month and the year, because most magazines are released monthly, so you just put the year, the month it's released, and the year. So it's March now, so I'm going to put March, and I'm going to put 2021. Alright, and then you just literally, as soon as you've done that, top left hand corner, just click on it. Alright, now it might seem that when you've typed it out, it's not dark enough, so it doesn't pop and you can't read it so well. That's fine. On the right hand side, you've got layers. Okay, and each time I've done something, there has been layers appearing. And if you've got on the far left of this screen, you've got eyes on by the layers. And if you just click on, I'll take the eyes off. You get rid of everything. So layer 1 is the first thing you put on. So for me, it was the image of the person. Okay, so as soon as you put the eye on, there it is. The next layer I did was the title. The next bit was the barcode, and then I put the tagline, price, and the year of the publication, the month and year of publication. So you can see that. Now I need to be doing cover lines. So I need to do a headline in the bottom. The bottom of the magazine is where I'm going to put my main headline, and then I'm probably going to put my other cover lines around the bloke. So if I was to say, my advice would be, I'm going to pretend this guy is a famous film star and you only really need his surname, so I'm going to go to the font and say famous guy, doesn't really matter. Okay, and just for argument's sake, I'm going to do use Snipping Tool. You can do this as well, and then just go like that, edit, paste, and go back, edit, paste. And then, as you can see, it always puts it in the center of the page when you paste it, and usually it's too small. So we press Control-T again, and then you can go to a corner, and then drag it like that. So the corners, you drag it, and you can move it like there, like that, like that. So famous guy, and then what you want to do is click it in anywhere in the center of the square, and then you can move it around anywhere you want. Keep your finger pressed on the left-hand button on the mouse. I'm going to go put it probably there, and then my advice to you is change the color of the lettering first before you magic wand the white out, because then it's easier to see. So I'm going to just make that red again just to save time. If you make a mistake and you accidentally go in the white like that, and you go, oh no, I've made a mistake, that's fine. Any mistakes, stop, go to the top of the screen, and then go to edit, and then undo, and then you'll be all right again. And then go there. Famous guy. All right, and now I'm just going to literally magic wand again. So top left hand corner, magic wand, and I'm going to go click on the white, delete, delete. And then literally, you've got to remember to deselect. So Command D if you're using laptops, or Control D. Okay, and there we go. So we have now film title. We've got a film title, the masthead. We've got the strap line. We've got the price. We've got the month of publication. We've got the headline, and we've got the barcode. Okay, so we need at least 3 more cover lines. So I'm going to make that nice and simple. I don't want to interrupt what's going up here. I like the idea of having a nice image left alone without many cover lines. So you could put them there, that's not really a problem, it's just a personal choice. So down the bottom where there's hardly anything going on by the barcode, I'm literally going to draw a box around the area I'm going to work in. And then I'm going to click on the layer 1 where it's the photo, and I'm just going to press delete and get rid of the bottom part of the photo because I'm not going to need it. I'm going to press Control D, and then therefore I'm back to where I was, okay? And then I'm going to use the paint bucket tool again to fill in. Okay, and then therefore my barcode stands out nicely, and I've got a nice place to put my cover lines. So you need about 3 cover lines. So I really just click on text and you know, I'd expect, I'm rushing this, but you can literally go, I don't know. So you can put cover lines like interview with, I don't know, Steven Spielberg. And in top left hand corner, click on that, and you can move it sort of where you want it on the page. Control D. Okay, I've misspelled Spielberg there, but that's not the point. I'm just rushing this. And if you want it to, sometimes it doesn't look dark enough. If you go over to the layers again on the right hand corner, okay, bottom right hand corner, you find the layer that's the lettering, and you just right click it and go duplicate layer, and go OK, and it makes it darker because you're adding more layer, adding the same layer over the other layer, so duplicating it, and it makes it stronger. And basically, you would just keep doing that. All across the bottom side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then therefore you've got all your cover lines on your magazine cover, and that would be a magazine cover complete.